What's going on, Reject Nation? Greg Alba here.
John!
We are going to continue Cobra Kai together right now. The first two are free on YouTube, so to watch the rest, you got to go on YouTube Red. Those two, I had to cut down to 10 minutes for the reaction part because they were getting blocked. Full-length TV show reactions are all over on our Patreon. We cover a lot of shows on our Patreon, actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, most of our TV show reactions, even the 10-minute cuts, have been blocked on YouTube. I don't know how some channels get away with it, honestly. But we are covering a lot of shows over there, full length. Right now, we're almost done with the first season of My Hero Academia. One more episode left of Black Lightning. A few episodes left of Season 2 of Jessica Jones. Yep. I am almost done with Attack on Titan Season 1. Almost done with The Flash Season 4. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood over here with John. Riverdale, he finished Season 1. He's on Season 2 right now. Atlanta, Season 2. Gotham, I have started doing it per request. Full-length TV show reactions over there, only on Season 1. And now we have Cobra Kai on the list.
Hey!
So, yeah, here we go. Full-length TV show reactions over there. I know, promoting a lot of that there. And I just got back from the gym, so I'm like, I feel really hot and sweaty right now.
That's perfect. You're like in character with
That's why the AC's on. Anyway, let's hop to it. Sweating so much.
Oh, Miguel.
This guy really trained.
Oh, I'll be right there. I'll finish.
She thinks he's masturbating. Yeah.
Trick it up.
Did you decide what you're going as for the Halloween dance?
Well, I was thinking Deadpool, but the costume's a little pricey.
Was there a Halloween dance in the first Karate Kid or
It
something?
doesn't have to be Deadpool.
You want a Deadpool
Is that why they're in
costume?
skeletons?
We'll make you a Deadpool costume.
No. Yo no soy maquillador.
Avoiding cliches.
Hey, gotta start somewhere, man.
Hey, you don't happen to have any friends who want to learn karate, do you? Listen, you don't have any friends. Sorry.
Ouch.
Thought about advertising, right?
Yeah, duh. Of course.
Oh,
Okay, I
Johnny
gotta run
Lawrence.
into the office. Louis opened an underground casino in the break room. Outside of wasting a few bucks worth of tuna, he seemed harmless.
Yeah, I've known plenty of guys that seemed harmless. That were real pieces of crap behind the scenes.
And all of them hated
You really
tuna.
don't trust that Cobra guy over your own daughter?
Corner him, and you whisper in his ear, if you get her pregnant, you're the one that's getting the abortion. What the
Jeepers.
hell are you even talking about? Photography. Movie. John Turturro says that to, what's his name? Black guy with the tax problems, kills all the vampires. Blade.
Black guy with all the tax problems.
Exactly.
Not gonna name names, but the other day, a mother called me up because her son was crying after some kids online made fun of his facial deformity.
Well, that's,
But today,
Not gonna name names.
our goal here is to make this a safe space for all people. Let's make sure our costumes are culturally sensitive.
Beautiful.
For example, instead of sexy nurse, maybe try gender-neutral hospital employee.
modern.
I got a great idea for our costumes this year. Sodium chloride is table salt. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Dumbass.
Decided to go as Laker girls? Oh. They're one size fits all, which suddenly seems like false advertising.
Ouch, that's really
bitch.
mean. That's especially mean, damn.
I also feel sorry for like the actress who has to be on the receiving end of that line.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see your bits. Just take the sign, hold it up in the air, and spin
That
it
is
around, all right?
so close to where we live.
Why do you shop at that vape store?
Look at the address.
Oh.
John, spin it around, I'll be
If you want to come visit.
Come on, man, get on Yelp.
What's up, fellas? Please know, I'll be-
Passing out flyers is hard, man.
No one likes flyers anymore. Get on Yelp.
Hey, bro hands.
Bro hams.
Wanna score those hot babes? Kicks get chicks.
Well, we're
Kicks.
just gonna go talk to them, but yeah, you know, maybe taking karate lessons from a stranger in the park is a better strategy, right?
Everyone's a dick in LA.
Nice headband, bro, ham.
The show makes everyone in LA look like jerks.
Yeah. Everybody who's not a protagonist. Oh, don't even think it.
Do it.
Wax off.
Do it.
Wax off, man.
I mean, Miguel was waxing off earlier.
Ha 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 ha.
I want to have some alone time.
Yeah, but today's training's canceled.
What? Why?
So many asses to kick.
Click on the snake. Okay, it's the signing page. I was thinking maybe we can make an app where you track your progress.
Look at him. Look how happy he looks.
We
No.
need the high school again. Don't be late.
You seem pretty desperate.
Yeah, no kidding. Once it's been to Friday night in a sweaty gym.
Huh, you're off the hook. I said I
Oh, yeah.
I go way back.
All right.
Parenting.
My mom drove me on dates, okay?
I loved it.
How'd that go? Promise me you won't embarrass me.
I promise.
That is a setup. That is a setup.
Drowning is for pussy. Don't keep pushing. Use your legs.
Drowning is for pussies.
Should have
Hey man, he's learning too.
Cobra Kai never dies. Say it. Cobra Kai never dies.
Looks like such an easy board to break.
I know.
That leg up. Like a man.
But he has no leg muscles yet.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Not bad at all. His hairdo's even getting better.
Yeah. You knew it.
Of course not. I lied. Wish I could show my mom what I did to those boards, but if she knew where I was right now, she would kill me.
But you could defend yourself.
Pass due.
Yeah, I made it. Started off as Deadpool, then I think it was Spider-Man, then it just kind of became.
You're poor, man. Well, I can't let you go out like that. We have a reputation at Portland.
What do you suggest?
Oh.
Yeah, it's the costume.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio was wearing? Or were they all wearing that?
No, I
forget.
think all the Cobras were.
The Cobra guys are wearing that. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. Want to make sure the kids are having a good night.
Of course.
Just want to be an overprotective
I
dad.
want to make sure my daughter don't get the big.
The big gift.
Hey guys, check out this rad internet site. www.CobraKai.com, all lowercase.
Johnny, why don't you understand how the internet works?
So embarrassing.
Aww.
I'd rather go as sexy than funny too, if I had that option.
Oh no. She's my favorite. I care the most about her.
She joins the class.
I still can't believe you and Allie broke up after high school.
Thanks,
They're
Chief.
acknowledging it.
PTSD. Daniel-san.
Wow, that seemed even more painful in that quick flashback.
They probably punched up the sound effects.
I love how this is building.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is that why you're following me around?
I'm not following you around. I'm here to... You can't be here. I'm serious.
I know you're serious.
I love the way they play off each other. Too.
Yeah, because Johnny Lawrence is like a good guy, but when he interacts, he seems like a bad guy when he interacts with Danny.
Dudes just don't like each other.
I just lost one to Doctor Who.
She's like a pig at a trough.
Oh my god, what are they
hate
doing?
So, what did you want to show me?
In my pocket.
Oh shoot, he's gonna walk right in this predictable scenario. It's still cringy.
Why? To what end? She gonna go like glow on your ass right now.
People still like that, especially like in LA school. Like that mean if people would stand up for her.
I don't know. We gotta go spend some time at
I was just
school.
about to give her the bracelet.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he knows how
he's
to
gonna
kick.
kick their asses.
Kick right through their faces.
Watch out, Ria.
Nice!
Damn! Ow. What horrible locker room is this?
Oh no, Johnny Lawrence is gonna kick their ass.
Johnny is the savior of high school kids everywhere.
This is such a unique show. I'm like so surprised by how good it is.
Oh, what if she came back? That would be cool. That's a shot.
Oh, this is getting personal.
I gotta kick some more kids' asses. Damn.
No, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. We're cutting the next on. I mean, I know I've talked plenty about this show on the first two reactions, but the show continues to impress me of its ability to go in and out like seamlessly through natural comedy, some stuff a little bit wacky, but just the right level, then gets like dramatic and then intense. It's shocking how good they actually weave through all these different elements of the show.
Yeah, at least these first few episodes feel like the perfect blend of offshooting from the tone of the original movie, borrowing some of those aesthetics, but also updating it to the sensibilities of now. Like, I feel like they pitched this really, really nicely.
There's elements in this episode that were a little bit predictable and cliche. Then I'm wondering, like, is that fine, though, for the show? Because it's like 80s nostalgia, but it also seems like more than an 80s nostalgia show. So I kind of feel like this show should be a little bit better than that at times.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love this episode. It's just, like, certain moments. Like, when they go to the pool, you're like, Johnny Lawrence obviously doesn't have access to this.
Yeah, or you know that it's not gonna be his dick. You know
something
that else.
That LaRusso's gonna mess up and then walk in on this. You know, all this is coming.
And, you know, the kid's gonna throw down, but Miguel's probably still gonna get his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
He's not quite ready yet. You know, he's not quite there.
But it's all in the details of the moments. The bullying, though, is so extreme but necessary for the motivation of Cobra Kai. That's the cool flip about it. It's kind of a head scratch, because I know bullying is a very real thing, but for a show that tries to be as authentic to what Los Angeles, the Valley area is like, I'm like, I don't remember it being this way, and I feel like now it's not like this, especially. Like, the bullying is so extreme here.
I would be curious, yeah, because, I mean, you know, you hear about bullying and cyberbullying in schools and stuff like that still to this day. And yeah, it's like, I don't know if everyone around is as much of a dick as it appears they are in this show. Yeah, but I guess that's one of those things that I do kind of wish was more nuanced, but at the same time, coming out of the original Karate Kid, I get it.
Oh yeah,
that's one of those tonal elements.
That's what I mean, is like there's tonal parts that I question and predictability parts I question, but then I'm like, this also comes out of the Karate Kid, so maybe this is all just very intentional on what they're
it's like there's a certain allowance I feel like you have of familiar things and, and, you know, heightened elements.
It really hit me in the moment where Johnny and Danny encounter each other by the locker room, how brilliant the dynamic is between them, and the writing of this show too. Because Todd, not now, buddy. Thanks, dude. Because Danny is just a dad who's, like, lies. He's trying to be a good parent, though, and a good... He's just trying to do, like, the morally right thing, but he's making mistakes. Whereas Johnny makes...
well, but he's overbearing.
Johnny is, like, questionable, but he's a good dude, you know? Like, he's just a little bit on the dirty, rugged side. And Johnny's the character I'm easily more drawn to. Like, I love seeing Danny LaRusso again. I love the Ralph Macchio's updated performance of him and take on him. Mm-hmm. But easily this show... It's called Cobra Kai, and easily Johnny Lawrence is the one I'm most gravitated towards.
Yeah, and to follow him as a protagonist now instead of an outside force is part of the hook of the show. Like, seeing the first episode, that's part of what hooked me, is like, oh, we're going to focus on this guy.
Well, the first episode's very Johnny Lawrence based. The second one's more Danny LaRusso based. This one seemed to have a good back and forth cutting between them.
Yeah, really fluid.
And so when they encountered each other in the locker room, I thought that was great because there's just a switch. Between who these people really are. Like, when you see them on their own time, but then when you bring them together, that kind of like evil, sinister stare that just goes off in Johnny Lawrence's eyes, like the bully in him just comes back.
Well, yeah, and I feel like there's a fascinating thing to that dynamic specifically, because when you focus on them each individually, you kind of root for them both. You see what's good about them, you want them to succeed, and then when they get together, you immediately see them at odds and what they project onto each other.
What I really liked about this show, too, is what we all wanted, they're giving us in great fashion.
Yeah.
Danny LaRusso, Johnny Lawrence. But then they have these other characters in here, teenagers, who I thought I wouldn't give two shits about, honestly, who I really like. The Miguel storyline is great and is the heart of what made the Karate Kid. And then even the stuff with his daughter and this like side stuff that doesn't really seem linked to Cobra Kai. Maybe the girl who keeps getting bullied will become a part of Cobra Kai. That could be an element that I think would be neat and interesting. All of that is like the stuff that just makes your heart just, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's even interesting in and of itself, because you've got Johnny paired off with the arguably Danny LaRusso type in Miguel, and then you've got LaRusso's family. Like, his daughter is more teetering on the Cobra Kai edge of the spectrum. She's in with the bully crowd of girls and whatnot.
And yet it's building to the point where Cobra Kai is the one who are going to help out the kids who are bullied.
Yeah. He's going to have a bunch of LaRussos on his hands.
It's like a bunch of flips.
Yeah.
I really respect the hell out of this show. I think tonally, they've managed to find a really unique tone that I wasn't expecting this show to do. Just give it like, anytime the show starts, just 2 minutes in, I'm like, I'm so happy I'm watching this show.
Yeah, well, and I think they're really smart in choosing to... Like, it's like the same thing that works for me about Evil Dead whenever they check back in, is like, time has clearly passed and we're dealing with these characters under different circumstances at a different point in their life. We're not just returning to be like, let's revitalize some trite beef and have a redux of Karate Kid. Like, it's expansive, but also has the core intact.
True.
And that's what they ought to do, you know?
All right, guys. Well, Cobra Kai, full-length TV show reactions all over our Patreon. You can check us out over there. Weekly Q&As, music video coverage as well. And you can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Not sure if this video will remain up on YouTube, because of how YouTube is. And, we'll catch you on the flippity flip.
And comment below, what costume are you wearing to the Halloween dance?